Hello guys, and welcome back to the next big thing. I have figured it out, I believe. Gotta get this guy to smell where she is, huh?
Heyo, Tabby! Heyo, buddy. I've got a job for you. Attaboy, Tabby, attaboy. That's a long way down.
Pretty useful.
Heyo, wacko! You need a man's hand? Yeah. If she's in there, it's up to me to get her out. According to Tabby, Liz is down there. It's too far. How would I get back up?
Like how there isn't stairs.
Will this hold if I tie it?
Pretty creepy basement.
Count me in. What do I do? I'm your girl.
Help me hide Big Al inside.
In the sarcophagus?
Yes.
It's a cool tape recorder.
Now let's get out of here, or if you try it, you can consider yourselves toast. Your two-bit invisibility tricks won't work with me, material man. You and the lovely Miss Allaire shall be escorted to your new quarters by my assistant.
I can escort myself.
Chloroform.
I know who you are. Do you think you're better than a refer?
She really has a thing for
Now that
refrigerators,
he
man.
knew what had happened to Liz, Dan would only be able to find her by going after Big Albert. The sarcophagus, said Edgar. They took it to the Temple of Eternal Illusion. Now we're really in trouble, replied Dan. The Temple of Eternal Illusion. Headquarters of the famous sorceress known as High Priestess Chrome-Ha. It was completely impenetrable. Whoever entered was observed and analyzed by a scanner, which detected any sign of cerebral activity. And once inside, it was filled with deadly traps out of which no one had ever escaped. The game was becoming increasingly difficult, but Dan had come too far. Plus, his feelings for Liz were becoming more intense all the time.
That ninny. Thanks to her, I'm going to be on the ropes again. If she's lost those tickets...
He's really getting into his role, isn't he?
His first name is Elmer, Edward, Ethan, Kaidanovsky. Heyo, Kaidanovsky.
Back, you bloody earthling, or I'll vaporize you with my hypergalactic laser.
Are you stupid or what?
What a guy. But don't call me by my last name. I'm Edgar to my friends.
Fascinating.
Anyway, have you found out anything about our mutual friend?
Mutual? You're mistaken there. But tell me, why are you dressed like an idiot?
I'm the new Vulcan Flash.
Good for you. And who is this idiot?
Don't pretend. Everyone knows who Vulcan Flash is.
I am not everyone.
Well, except for an Amundsen. There, he is called Vidiges Jimenez. They censored the original name because if you substitute an H for the V, a J for the U, an O for the F, an M for the C, and you say it backwards, you get a really bad word.
So, who convinced you to dress like an idiot?
You'll never guess. Our friend Liz.
I love the graffiti.
Well, Mr. Fitz-Randolph doesn't. That's why my job is to clean it off.
MKO Pansies, what's that about?
A new direction for MKO. Fitz-Randolph wants to get out of the horror business and dedicate himself to family films.
A lot more money in that, I bet.
Family films don't interest me, but go on.
Just that. Romantic comedies, children's films, even musicals.
I'm still not interested in family films. Go on.
The problem is that not all of the monster actors are in favor of the change, and they're trying to boycott.
It's like just staring off into
Well,
space.
I understand them. You build a career scaring people, and then they make you play the Cookie Monster.
Is Willie around?
He was at the mansion, but he asked them to get the Zeppelin ready. Maybe he's already there.
Half my salary says the graffiti is Octopus Herring's work.
For sure. Do you know that in Amundsen, it's forbidden to put octopi in your socks, punishable by spanking?
Fascinating. This is starting to bore me. Let's move on. So, they've taken the sarcophagus away. Where did they take the sarcophagus?
To the Temple of Eternal Illusion.
Yep, already knew that.
And what's this about the temple being impenetrable?
It is. No one's ever gotten in, except for Kromha's performances on Tuesdays. The best part is that the people in the audience don't even know how they got in. They're outside waiting in line, and then suddenly,
Chloroform?
bam! They're inside, comfortably ensconced in their assigned seats.
What day is it today?
Saturday.
What is the temple in reality?
A temple.
You're really asking for it.
What a guy. It's a pyramid that Kromha had brought from Egypt, block by block.
Enough about the temple for the moment. Aya Alice.
Yeah, Dan.
There's a leaf here.
Tabby must have dropped this. These pets expire so quickly nowadays. At last, they opened it.
I'll help you construct, erect it, put together the new weapon.
Scientifically impossible.
I'm going to die anyway.
Morally reprehensible.
But what about poetry, beauty, purity, and artistry?
Economically inviable.
Well, I'll get into one of these.
I won't discuss it. You won't fit poet.
You fit, you won't fit, you won't fit.
Whoa, take it easy, Gargantua.
This is a sad guy.
Hell, Dan Murray.
Guilty as charged. And you, Half Pint?
What a guy. Professor Fly at your service.
Good. And that idiot outside? What's with him?
The poet? He wants me to build him a custom-made teletransporter booth.
Tell a what?
Oh, a neophyte. Let me show you.
Like calling guys idiots, huh? Ugh.
2 booths. The foolhardy volunteer gets into one of them.
It says shades on.
And instantly appears in the other.
Does the duck get frequent flyer miles?
Interesting.
This is like a freaking
Dan
5 miles.
understood the great potential in that magnificent invention for furthering his plans, and he made it known to Professor Fly.
Not bad. Have you got a volunteer, Half Pint? Apart from the rubber ducky?
Oh, I wish the poet wanted to, but I won't even discuss it.
Well, now you have one. Let's get on with it.
Oh, that would be morally reprehensible. The teletransporter is still in the zeta stage. It's randomly lethal, lethally random, especially for the liver. It is for that reason that I only accept volunteers that meet 3 requirements.
1, said Fly. They have to be completely expendable to society. 2, their life expectancy must be less than 1 year, 2 months, 9 days, and 37 minutes. 3, they must pass my psychological test for the purpose of accrediting psychic devastation to the utmost degree.
What do you have to say about the poet? Is he stupid or just pretending to be?
Well, the poet of pain is peculiar.
Peculiar.
Yes, peculiar.
Peculiar in what way?
In a peculiar way.
Oops.
Peculiar, period?
What they call peculiar.
I think you switch out the batteries
It
of the mouse.
is a somewhat peculiar conversation, yes.
Is this peculiar conversation getting us anywhere?
No, but if you keep insisting, I'm going to start thinking that you're peculiar.
Peculiar? Me?
Peculiar. You.
Me? Peculiar?
You. Peculiar.
Me? But wasn't it the poet who was peculiar?
Well, the poet of pain is peculiar.
Alright, we'll go around in circles.
Peculiar.
Yes, peculiar. In a peculiar way.
I get it. Very peculiar?
Between somewhat and very peculiar.
Okay.
Why can't he be your volunteer?
Unfortunately, that's scientifically impossible, since my teletransporter booth won't accommodate him.
Too big?
Economically inviable, the cost of building a booth his size would be astronomical. And morally reprehensible, as we are talking about one of the greatest literary figures of our time.
That's his name? Poet?
The poet of pain. He's already published 3 volumes of poetry, all with the same theme. Unfortunately, he's beginning to repeat himself.
Has he always gone in for verse?
He used to be a stunt double in the movies. He has a very high tolerance to pain, so he would do anything. He used to specialize in the most physically punishing stunts. The best part is that afterwards, he would tell his colleagues all about the pain he'd experienced. He did it so poetically that someone said to him, "You have got to write this down, man."
Why does he want to be your volunteer?
My teletransporter booths are in the Zeta stage. They're very dangerous for the volunteer, and the poet sees an enticingly new form of pain in it, and... enticingly new.
Poets. Enough nonsense. My life expectancy is almost nil.
Are you sure? That's experimentally demonstrable. Demonstrably experimental. Do you see that machine in the corner?
Better than you. I don't have bug eyes.
What a guy. But it's true. I can't see all that well because I lost my glasses yesterday. So the machine is called a life-o-meter. It uses the breath to determine the subject's total remaining life expectancy down to the minute.
Impressive.
How much time until he kicks the bucket, right?
definitively positive. Positively definitive.
Let's get to the psychic devastation test. What do you want to bet I beat the record?
Let's get to work. They're just 4 little ink blots. What do you see there?
A fire in the Freak Stadium 3 years ago.
This is not psychic devastation or anything like it. I'm sorry. Try again when you're really dissipated.
Alright.
What do I have to do for you to consider me socially expendable?
I won't discuss it. You work at the Quill. You're a sports journalism genius.
Back up to the ceiling, Half Pint.
What a guy.
I'm on top of everything. No, for the test, I'll call Half Pint, and that's it. Very funny. When the test's over, I'll smash it. Very fun.
That looks like an ant farm.
I don't know what it is. I don't want to know. Oh, I'm not. None of this. Almost as orderly as my desk at the Quill. Strange. Let's see, how many decades do I have left?
Years, 5 months, 6 days,
It's not long.
12 hours, 9.
5 years, 6 months, 12 days, 9 hours. Revolting machine. And the
That's
worst
what they describe
thing
it.
is that I'd have to have less than 2 years left to live for Fly to accept me to be his volunteer.
I think that's all that is to the office.
The farther you are from him, the less ugly he seems. Little fishy. I'm not trying to open it.
Alright, I think that's all we can do for now.
Listen up. I'm going to be the volunteer for... What? You're burning your own hand?
Pain inspires me. A new verse, a fresh new verse.
I wonder who he can stunt double for.
An infernal sun scorches my skin. Implacable, two-faced, cruel.
Want me to break your face? It's no trouble.
No, very trite. It doesn't inspire me. New pains for new verses. Give me novelty.
Good. You stay right here. You're going to go nuts over this. The verses he tosses off reek of psychic devastation. Ayo, poet.
Poet.
Recite one of these verses of yours that are so painful.
One, which?
The one inspired by the burning yourself with the magnifying glass.
An infernal sun.
Alrighty.
Something from one of your earlier books.
I don't repeat.
One that you think up here and now.
I have.
I've changed my... My words are enough to cause you pain.
Words too hurt. Interesting concept.
As far as poets go, you're the worst.
Detrimental, aggravating, unmotivating, ineffectual.
Half my salary says you found your wardrobe in the bottom of a landfill.
What wardrobe? But I only have these clothes.
Forget it. It's not worth insulting you, you mental midget. Hey,
Hey,
Like how they say, I guess. It's supposed to be old schooly or something.
my boss says that if anything happens to it, I'm fired.
It's not going anywhere yet.
That's... If I destroy the boss's wife's car and I let him know it was me, he'll fire me. But then Fly would accept me as a volunteer. And I'd
Why
be
does he have
closer to
his wife's
finding
car?
Liz and the story I need to keep from getting fired. Which, at that point, wouldn't do me any good, so... Left jab, I go about my business, invent a story, and keep my job. It wouldn't be the first time. Right jab, I get myself fired and I start looking for a half-witted, insufferable daddy's girl and... Los Angeles Stadium, Friday night. Manny Brown, Rico Sandretti. That's all that matters.
Yep. Looks like they want to join in.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh wow,
Maybe I went too far.
it's a good job. You really destroyed that car.
When the boss sees
Customized.
this, I'm out of a job. Do I look like a photographer of... Wait a minute. Hey, buddy!
Is that backwards? No, I guess not. Looks a bit weird. That's great.
Murray! You got a form for execution by firing squad?
Oh, well, I don't know, but I'll check.
Bring me a termination letter!
So, what do you think?
It's uniquely unthinkable. Unthinkably unique.
Dan Murray
Sure
is
likes unique
socially
stuff.
expendable, said Fly.
Clearly.
Tommy dies every autumn and is reborn every spring. I've got nothing to lose.
Oh no. Oh, that's good.
Years, 0 months,
That's seriously detrimental to your health.
19 hours, 3.
I know, pretty impressive, huh?
19 days left to live. Poor guy.
That's what I call a minimum life expectancy, said Fly.
Calm down, as long as I make it to the fight on Friday, everything's fine.
What a guy.
Yeah. What a guy. Needs pain, huh? Can't beat him up with a baseball bat.
I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
A bat. I'm going to break your face and...
I never repeat myself. I never repeat myself. I never repeat. I repeat.
You don't say. You've already had your face bashed in with a bat.
Sure looks like it.
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
Shoot. I've got something that...
Novel.
A razor. You grab it and you slice here.
I never repeat.
You're not saying you've already cut yourself with a razor here and there, freeform wherever you feel like it?
Novelty.
Shoot.
Oof, that's painful.
He's going to go nuts over this.
Oh no.
So, a new verse?
I'm inspired. It's coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, share it.
My ear, by 1,000 bees, mortally wounded, bursts joyfully.
What a verse, my friend. What a verse.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend.
Put this up your butt.
I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty.
It's gonna put it into his eyes.
Lemon and salt.
Jesus. Oh, what? Oh, no. No. Oh.
So, a new verse?
I'm inspired. It's coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, share it.
Like a ravenous zombie, my right eye devours my brain.
What a verse, my friend.
It's his left side, though, isn't it?
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend.
Oh man, that was pretty painful, guy. Oh,
People lose all kinds of stuff at parties. Well, what do you know? It's that idiot Mr. Death's soul extractor.
39,000 repairs.
And what about my arm?
Let's hand him the corkscrew or soul extractor.
I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty. Give me novelty.
Come on, extract your soul. See if that hurts.
Oof.
So, a new verse?
I was supposed to extract his soul.
I'm inspired. It's coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, share it.
And you think that doesn't hurt? I've lost a molar.
What a verse, my friend. What a verse.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend.
I think that's all I can do with him. Oof, that's pretty dented.
Very... No...
No, I want to talk to the professor guy. There we go.
I'm coming! Everything okay?
This floating laboratory must cost a fortune. Who bankrolls all this?
Can't you guess? Fitz Randolph. He
I remember.
finances all of my experiments. It's a good thing people like him exist.
Test time.
They're just 4 little ink blots. What do you see there?
A hellish sun scorches my skin. Implacable, two-faced, cruel.
Great answer. Come on, you've only got 3 left. What do you see there?
Honeycomb.
My eardrum by 1,000 bees, mortally wounded, buzzing, thunderously ruptures.
Great answer. You still have
Brain
2
eye.
left. What do you see there?
A ravenous zombie, my right eye devouring my brain.
Great answer. Let's see how you do on the last one. What do you
Soul
see
Tracker.
there?
With the molar.
How is that not supposed to hurt? I've lost a molar.
Great answer. And congratulations,
said Fly. You're so absolutely morally dissipated that you passed the test. Don't go overboard. I could still fail you.
So then, I've got everything right?
You've passed the test. Society considers you expendable. In no time at all, you'll be kicking the bucket.
Dan Murray, you're the perfect volunteer. Good. Let's get to it, replied Dan.
Well, here we go.
Looks like it worked.
Since the booths were working, Dan's next step was clear. He had to send one of them to the residence of the High Priestess Chrome Ha.
I'm coming! Everything okay?
Teletransporting yourself 5 meters is for amateurs.
That's probably true and truly probable. What do you suggest? I can't leave a booth just lying around.
The storeroom at the mansion. I have access to it. It'll be safe.
That's good, but it's heavy.
You're speaking to Dan Murray. Relax. I'll distract the dynamic Uno. You get in, leave the booth, and get out of there. You got it?
Assimilated and comprehended.
What are you waiting for?
Impossible, Dan. I cannot remove the tattoo on the chupacabras.
Well, and this one, it's smaller.
No, not small, not large, not...
Looks like that worked.
Showtime. Well, here I am. So now what?
Yes, now what? Changing it to sarcophagus, I guess?
I've got an idea. I'll paint it like a sarcophagus. But, I'll never get it right. It'll never work. Impossible. Well, what do you know?
That's really good.
Now it just needs to be taken to the Temple of Eternity.
Oh, he's got it nearly done. Elvis.
So, do I tell him about the sarcophagus, or do I spend the rest of eternity standing here looking at him? Hey,
got it.
Space Cadet!
Back, Earthling!
There's a sarcophagus in the storeroom.
No way. I already told you that they took it away before, Earthling.
And I say that with those glasses, you can't see a thing.
Seriously?
Seriously, not one thing.
No. Now, about the sarcophagus.
Seriously, you're already calling. Let them come pick it up.
Take it easy, be careful. And don't you dare scratch my balls there.
Some nice robots.
Good. Eleonoro says it will take some time to get the booth to the temple. I'll take advantage of the time and get ready for the next big round.
That is a nice looking temple. Some interesting
am
lighting.
I so good to you? Let's see if it's all
Ooh la
clear,
la.
Merlin.
I get in the sarcophagus. You close the door. With my foot, I activate the hidden false bottom. You open the door. The audience is stuck. I'm gone. It's completely empty. Understood?
Mistress, where do you want the large sarcophagus?
What sarcophagus?
But looking like that?
Hey, we're gonna be there in 3 seconds. Give me an Egyptian head honcho's name.
Amenophis
3.
the third.
Yep, it's me.
Draw and quarter him.
Ooh,
I
no.
am the supreme head honcho of Menephes 3, Lord of Egypt, quarterback of the Nile, MVP of the...
Be still. Amenophis, the third.
The third in the flesh.
I don't know if I remember. Why have you come?
Ooh,
Baby, I'm your midnight camel driver.
I find your brashness tempting, but why should I accept you?
I'm lost. Ever since I lost the dame that gave my life meaning.
Speak. Which woman is that?
I'm looking for the High Priestess Kromha, the woman with the best front end I've ever seen.
You're looking at her. Your tongue is altogether too loose, Amenophis. But you're lucky that I'm so good. Come with me.
Finally, Dan had done it. He had teletransported himself to the Temple of Eternal Illusion. And if nothing went wrong, he'd live to tell the tale. But unfortunately, the future wasn't looking very bright for everyone involved.
Good afternoon, Miss Allaire. Are you hungry?
20. Why did you knock me out? 12. What did you do to me? 1. My head and my left ear ache. 4. If you come any closer, I will bite you.
At least the pain should pass within the hour. The captain would like you to dine with him. Put this on.
Captain
No.
A.
Today's the first of the month.
Do it, or
I never dress in black on dates that are prime numbers.
you'll die naked with the crew.
You've got a point. It's actually more dark gray. Can untie me?
So, how was it for you?
It was wonderful, Amenophis. I haven't had a man treat me like that in a long time. No less than what I deserve.
Look her pose.
Good for you.
Now you will be my guest. I'll treat you right, and you'll stay by my side forever.
Honey, I'm more of a short-term guy.
That's not the impression I got.
A question of practice. Do me a favor, call your robots and tell them to open the sarcophagus in the theater for me.
Ah! You just can't be good in this life, can you? Amenophis III, not everything in this house can be had so easily.
Forget it. I'll ask the robots
She
myself.
calling herself easy?
And
They'll
you?
never listen to you. Dr. Zelsius programmed them to obey only the person who is wearing the pendant I have on. And which, as you can see, I never take off under any circumstances.
Fascinating.
Yes, Dan said, fascinating. But he was really thinking, sooner or later, that pendant will be hanging around my neck. Because things being what they are, I'm going to need it to teletransport Big Albert to Fly's laboratory.
You're mine, Amenophis. Take care of my desires and you'll never want for anything. Otherwise, just ask the Oracle of the Shadows.
Alright guys, it's been getting a bit long. This game is very talky. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've enjoyed. Got this hot piece of lady here. And we'll come back next time. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.